Julie Roussel here. Hey, welcome and thanks for joining in, whether it's live or catching on the replay. It's great to spend a few minutes with you. I've had to miss a few wacky Wednesdays due to some away volleyball matches and changes to the schedule, and I'm glad to be back. It is Wacky Wednesday, so you never know what the topic's going to be. As always, if you hear something helpful, please leave a reaction, comment your thoughts in the thread, or leave me a shout out. My camera's usually set landscape style, and I always have to look left into the camera, so I don't always see the names and that flashing across the screen. I usually can't decipher who they are quick enough. So if I miss your name and don't give you a shout out, I apologize. Let me know that you popped in. I love and appreciate hearing from you. As always, share the video with anyone you think it might help. PM me if you have any fun mascara tips. I love learning new ones and sharing them with others, or even if you want additional tips. Hey Jen, nice to see you. It's been a long time, don't you think? And as always, I'm happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. I see a few more joining in. I think I just missed your names again. But if I did, like I said, no worries, shout out, I appreciate it. Tonight, I wanted to share with you some great tips from friends of mine that I found to be really helpful. Now, if you may or may not know, I used to struggle with my mascara and lashes before because you had very little. And I felt kind of like Kermit the Frog, when you looked in the mirror in the morning and, maybe you thought the same thing, maybe. I always piled on a couple coats to try to make it look like I had some, and usually struggled with it. And it used to drive me crazy because I really didn't know what I was doing. But now that I have, healthy long lashes, I love learning fun tips, and I'm actually having fun, figuring out different things to do with my mascara. So since some amazing friends of mine shared their tips with me, I wanted to pass them along to you. The first one, when it comes to your lashes, my friend Stephanie was kind enough to let me know that when it came to curling your lashes, hey, Michelle, nice to see you, lady. I thought you might like this tip too. When it comes to your lashes, if you try to curl them so that they have that nice curved shape to them, you want to take your blow dryer and I'm sorry, I don't have my blow dryer. You won't be able to see it through, block everything. But you want to focus the heat of the blow dryer right on the front of your curler right here and allow it to get warm. Now, it's best to do this when you don't have any product on your lashes, and there's a really painful reason why. Because I found out that if you try to use your lash curler when you have mascara on your eyes, they end up sticking in there, and you might end up pulling a few out, which is pretty painful, and you look kind of lopsided. Just for your own peace of mind, make sure your lashes are clean and bare, and again, take your hairdryer. Thanks, I appreciate the laughs. I'm glad that I'm able to share my mistakes and help you. But point the blow dryer in this way, and then once you think it's sufficiently warm, you want to test it on your chin. And again, there's another reason that I can tell you that, because if it's a little hot, you're going to burn your eyelid. So again, be careful when you're placing the heat of the dryer on there. Test it on your chin first, and then use it to curl your lashes. Thanks, Michelle. Hey, Julie. Hey, Tiffany. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you guys joining in. We're just sharing some awesome mascara tips and things to help them last longer. So I hope that they help you out. The second tip, this is one that I found in pretty much every magazine search that I found. I'm not an expert on mascara. I'm not even an expert on makeup, I'll tell you that. But in pretty much every article that I read, this is one of their top tips. Now, they do tell you that you want to use a primer. And this is one of their big tips. And there's a specific reason why you want to use a primer before you apply your mascara. And if you think of it this way, you put conditioner on your hair when you're done with shampoo, right? Because of all the things you do to your hair, and you want your hair to stay healthy and be strong, soft. It's the same with your mask on your eyelashes. You want to put a primer on, and you want to put it on thick enough. Oh, Michelle, you do too. Awesome, lady. Well, you've got those fabulous long lashes that I'm just totally jealous of. Hello, Laura. Nice to see you joining in too. But like I was saying, you want to put the primer on first before you apply your mascara, because what it will do is it will strengthen, it will hydrate, as well as condition your lashes so that they look and feel soft and they don't end up feeling dry and crackly and brittle. Third tip, I can count to 3. Your mascara. Now, a lot of people have different kinds, whatever you use, but this is a tip that's from my friend Leanne, and I absolutely love this tip because it's something that I can use all the time. Now, how do you know if your mascara is still good? You're always looking at it wondering, well, is it still good? Can I still use it? Is it too gross? Well, you're supposed to replace it every 3 months or based on the expiration date. But usually it's good to replace it at that point because of the fact that air gets in there. You also have bacteria, things like that. But this is the tip itself. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. Let me see if I can turn up the volume on my phone just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so if you listen very carefully, how do you know if your mascara is still good? Okay, I'm going to try this right by the speaker. Let's see if you can hear this. Oops. Did you hear it? Did you hear that pop? Let's try it again. I actually heard it. Hello, Chastity. Thanks for joining in, lady. Okay, so it did pop twice. So if your mascara, when you open it, it has that pop, you know that it is still good. Now you can try it yourself. And if you don't hear that pop at all, or even if you just hear a tiny bit of it, where it's really small, I think like this one, this is my other tube that I'm trying to get rid of. Let's see if you can hear it. Barely. But I can tell that one's getting, oh, you heard it, Jen. Awesome. It's hard to tell what's going to come through on the phone. Cool. But now I do have to warn you, you don't want to sit there and do this in front of your mirror, like 100 times, because obviously just to entertain yourself, that's going to be a killer for your mascara budget. So don't sit there and do that 100 times to entertain yourself. So I hope that these 3 tips, most of them from my amazing friends, help you out when it comes to your mascara routine and your lashes. So if you heard something that you find helpful, please leave me a reaction, drop a comment in the thread. If you have any great mascara tips, since I'm kind of inept when it comes to that, I'd appreciate any tips that you have. I missed a few people as they went across the screen. I'm really sorry. So if you joined in and you didn't leave me a comment, I didn't see it coming through, but leave me a shout out. I'll definitely recognize you. But I hope that these tips help you. Leave your reaction, any tips, please leave one in the thread. I'd appreciate it. Share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or if you have any great lash tips to share with others, or if you want to hear more about some of the lash products, I'm happy to pass along some of the tips. Because when it comes to your lashes and your mascara, I'm not an expert. I'll never claim that I am. But I love learning fun, helpful tips that I can share with my friends. So please remember the 3 that I mentioned. Your warm curler with a hairdryer and test it on your chin. Trust me. Use your primer before you apply your mascara. And last but not least, listen for the, where is it? Pop! What can I say? I get a kick out of it. I do. I love mascara. I didn't like it before, but I love it now. I agree with you totally, Chastity. You're right. It does dry out fast, once a month for you. Yeah, right. You're in Nevada. Right. Cool. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Thanks, lady. So listen for the pop, and I hope that you find these tips helpful, and you can usually catch me here on Wacky Wednesdays when you never know what the topic's going to be. I'll catch you later.